So I'd open the back door and I'd sneak maybe 50 of them inside. Because they couldn't afford to pay their way, and it wasn't much, but
Yeah.
you know, the paw had to pay for itself. We had to pay all those people to come, their transportation, and feed them.
Oh, yeah.
And so a lot of the people in the community were involved.
At this moment, there are so many of us that are weak, our sicknesses. We ask you to send the Holy Spirit upon us and touch our hearts, that we may become strong in one family. Hahami got kremnedo kina mandagi sagat nangwa ani ganin min isubuko said mina ani gasin date min within kia without mawa minage we sage go nisnabek we the go sage drin me goet how me goet.
Thank the community, the organizers of this event, because they put a lot of effort into bringing us all together, and I want to give recognition to that effort, because every year at this time all of us Native people are extremely proud of who we are and what we represent. And I'd like to thank everyone that has come through the gates to come and see another part of the North American Indian. Thank you.
Oh, Ronnie! That was the chief, Ron Wakagije from the Wicomakong Reserve.
Tahani, Chura, Chiguni, Chigatirus, Kodaga, making the Bujigi bottom long, or any kind of scan. Putting with Bujing bottom long, so you got Pizzange. She didn't give him toss up too much. We got around there and give him toss up his me. We showed the Tush Kodaga, make it Tush Kodaga. When you get on the long, they get give them big zero, we are not snowy. She didn't end the moment. We should give Patong now. Chigatirus Kodaga. First one, you walk over you practice for you. We should not come in Kodibugan, Rush Kodaga. We should not begin with the young Mishonikia, Mission Sakokshana. Yep, not on, we should be good young machine, we give you a mountain of Nah. The jing to Matidik, then the Mokondana. So, you want me to come Jigamena. Tahan, then a Schnabek, then woman, chicken and Schnabek. You can just Schnabby now, young. Much on you, Bucky Mudzimilda, Mishmil, I guess they were practicing, eh? Just getting practice with Schnabek, my body. Eating the Mokana, getting ready for the power. Mr. Ripska young men on Manigas Tony, he began good young, scanning it. Even each cake on Joel, the navigation cause Raymond Simon again. Each cake on a chicken, 저비 대화 비기지 까비 양재 미시 이게 또한 뭐 이뭐 다 하도 싶다 그게 뭐나네 되게 니나 다기님 뭐나 내가 뭐나 미시나 이나 아마가다 이때다 미시 반에시 끝나면 비하면 미시도 비만나 파기 맞세 거 미시도 비노기샤 미노니 이거 좀 지게매 그나 비니 himattka makselana. Sang yung amik kumjige. Yung nungkasit siyang, hindi ka nungkalit nude ang nakasit tuang na. Kami kasit tuang tano.
Into the arena, we have our women fancy dancers. Take them brothers, and take that friends. Grand entry.
How about these three traditional dancers coming in front of the speaker stand right now? Ooh! Aye!
I would say probably quite early, maybe around 5 or 6 years, probably as early as that, I would think, is that and because more people were coming to Wiky Powwow from all different places, like, you know, one of the announcements you'd always hear, and from Tama, Iowa. Now, I didn't even know where the heck that was, eh? And so you were now starting to get people coming from all over. It was starting to grow. And so I think when that started to happen, we began to find we had to find ways to accommodate all the different dancers and what they brought. And so now you start looking at protocol, right? The way of doing things, that you honor all the different tribes that are there. You got to make sure that you don't offend anybody. So protocol, I think, was the first thing that started to happen. Way ago, eh? And then behind that protocol, then came structure. We needed to make sure that all of our visitors danced. You know, that local dancers didn't overshadow the visitors. So again, there's your good manners, eh? Always following those good manners. And more outside non-native people started coming, you know, and so then we recognized that they recognized that there was value, that we had songs and we had dances and those kinds of things. And so I think that's where it began. It started off with good manners. Treat our visitors, our dancing visitors, treat them well. And then from there, well, if we have to do that, then we've got to put more structure into it so that everybody is accommodated. And so that's what started to happen. And then as the years went by, it became more and more structure. Then the money thing entered, you know, the competition thing. Very slowly it came, eh? But I think even in those early years of competition, there was still such a tremendous feeling of this is a gathering. We're coming here to visit old friends that we haven't seen for a year. I know for many, many years, in those early years of the Wiky Powwow, that's always what I felt. You know, I was away, I went traveling all over the place. But I always came back. And as I became a mother, I always brought my children back. And it was always that sense of visiting and seeing old friends. You know, that always seemed to supersede, you know, the money stuff and all of that.